Bogart scot-free in every sense of the word. I keep my hands clean, sanitized. I've been analyzed the streets, found a way. Now I charge you finder's fee. Moutier, the lifestyle blinding me. Gotta be an angle here. It's all geometry. It was all a dream. Like the late great notorious, the road less traveled, the road less glorious.
The abyss of these bubblegate bitches. Still I rise in the midst of demons, blocking views and pictures. On the slide of future menus, looks bright on the new venues. Pressed it on wax, watch the saga continue. Lessons to fact, it's all something we've been through. Growing pains no longer holding pain, that's just something I don't do. Ventilation's a healthy process to a regimen focused with lit views. Don't fall for traps, don't be confused, don't let them get you.
What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. It's February 1st. Let's talk a little SuperDraft Pro. If it's your first time here, I'm JC Money. This is my man, Coach Craig. And this is SuperDraft Pro and SuperDraft. I mean, I guess we got the Pro contest tonight, right? Basketball. It's the Brooklyn and
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. So it has to be interesting tonight, you know.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we had a crazy lineup last night that if we would have put, I mean, well, we had Collins in. If we would have had Drummond in there, he would have been like, I think that lineup would have probably beat out everybody's lineups that played anywhere.
Yeah. And even the one we rolled out in the SuperDraft Pro, we got like top 20 and everything too.
So Leroy, yeah, I think so with what I spent yesterday. I think I spent $20 or something like that, $20, and I'm pretty sure I made 43. So I'm all right with that. Coming to doubling my money.
Day.
It's low, but most of my days are low. Your days are pretty high.
Yeah. Prize Picks was good yesterday.
Yo, I mean, I just playing on SuperDraft right now. I got to get on Prize Picks so bad. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about some of tonight's slate. See what's going on. Talk some guards.
Yeah, so
you know what? Actually, let's get into last night's shit.
Yeah.
Forgot all about it, man. I'm so tired.
Yeah, so Andre Drummond paid off last night, obviously. 1.65 was super popular. 65.75 points before the multiplier, 108.49 after the multiplier. His teammate Tyrese Maxey, it was just like the 76ers day overall, too. Tyrese Maxey 61.25, 1.45 multiplier. He got over 88 points. Tobias Harris 47.75, 1.35. He got 64.46. I wrote Desmond Bain down, but I forgot to write out what he actually did.
Yeah, he did really well too.
He was good yesterday. In terms of like the duds, a couple of Hawks there with Clint Capella and John Collins. Clint Capella obviously still kind of just like on this minutes limit, or him and Okongwu were at least splitting minutes. And John Collins couldn't shoot to save his life yesterday. So he's kind of like that contrarian pick we talked about, just because like nobody's going to be playing him. Like if he scored the ball well, he would have helped out like your lineup pretty good, but he just couldn't shoot to save his life yesterday. So sometimes that happens. OG, you know, he was just pretty mediocre yesterday, and plus he got that lower multiplier now, so you got to like 41.28 after the multiplier. Joseph Nurkic just didn't do a lot yesterday, you know. Scored the ball a little bit, had a couple of rebounds, not too much else though. 30.75 and 1.3, so he got just under 40. The dart throws were pretty good though. So Isaiah Jackson, he actually ended up being a little bit more popular than I thought, because he came in around 18-20%. Obviously that he was in that starting lineup. 49.5 points before the multiplier, 99 points. That was pretty good.
Yeah, he did well. It was a good call.
Yeah. Pretty much all the ones we did have, or that we did play that we talked about, pretty much all paid off yesterday for the most part. Max Strus was good. Chetty Osman was over 50 points. DeLon Wright, I believe, was over 50 points.
I think Chetty was close to 60. He might have been at 60. Or is it like 50? No, I thought it was over.
He's around 56 after the multiplier. He had a lot of assists, but he shot the ball terrible. Like he was like 3 for 16 from the field, like 0 for 7 from 3. So if he would have made some shots, he would have like blew the slate off the cover too. But Amir Coffey had a blow up game once again, 46.75, 1.7 multiplier, got almost 80 points there. And then Jackson Hayes, who was in that starting lineup, who was the guy I kind of mentioned after he was in the starting lineup at 1.8, 36.25. He got over 65 points. And then Serge Ibaka, you know, he's in that starting lineup with no Zubac, and he really paid off. 37.25 at 1.8 multiplier, so he got almost 69 points.
What's up, David? Said that blowout took me out of $9. That's all. Did you only make $9 or what happened? Or did you lose out on the money?
Maybe. I don't know.
What's up, dude? Hey, man. I seen that you jumped on SuperDraft Pro. I sent you an email earlier, so you need to get on one of the free and fun's all right, man. But you're not gonna have a lot of fun. It's not a lot of fun.
You have a little bit of fun. You'll have fun, but you won't win much. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and you're missing out on like the exclusive contests, like when they give away like tickets. They gave away tickets to the Pro Bowl, which you and I almost won.
Yep.
And then what else did they give away? Tickets to
the Raiders Chargers game was one too.
Raiders Chargers game. There's talks. I think there's some talks about some Super Bowl stuff coming up, and there's definitely some stuff in talks for March Madness. So they're going to be giving away tickets for March Madness. So you need to get in on that subscription, on the Elite subscription, because it's going to pay off, and you're definitely leaving money on the table by not getting on it. Just my opinion. I know you've been winning on it.
Yeah. Yeah, last month was really good. So yeah, that was kind of the dart throws, the studs, and the duds from yesterday. So it was an interesting day. It was a crazy day because there's like all the big name guys got ruled out. Like everyone. It was more interesting on like salary based sites too, because it's like you got all this value, you got all this money, and now like who do you actually spend money on because there's nobody to spend money on?
Yeah, I know, it was crazy, and a lot of them hit, man. I mean, you did really well yesterday, calling some guys out.
Yeah, I had all the right pieces on DraftKings yesterday too, but they're split between two different lineups, so they both ended up cashing. But if I would have had Jackson in the one lineup, I would have made like a lot of money.
And cash, and if you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at JC Money Design, because I can show you like what the things that you need to get in, like some of the app you need to download. So there's also a sportsbook app that you can download too that we play on, which is kind of fun. So you need to get all that stuff. So if you need any help figuring out how to navigate everything too, just let me know. I'm always here, always willing to help.
Yep. Yeah, so it was a pretty interesting day yesterday, but in terms of today, you got the guards here. So James Harden looks like he's going to play tonight. He's probable at this point in time. So it's James Harden. You can obviously play him. DeJounte Murray, 1.05. Looks pretty good for him. There is a chance, though, that maybe they blow out the Warriors tonight. Maybe they don't. Like, the Spurs, like, they're good. They're okay, but they're not very good. So this definitely could still be a competitive game, fast-paced game as well. So DeJounte Murray looks pretty good once again. Kyrie at 1.15. He obviously looked better if Harden didn't play, but he's still a good play once again tonight. Chris Paul has been playing very, very well lately at 1.2. Cade Cunningham, he's had a couple big games, 2 out of the last 3 games. 1.25 there. It is important to note that Jeremy Grant is back tonight too, so he could lose a couple shots to Jeremy Grant as well, since he's a very capable player, and he's probably a little bit better than, the guy that was starting in his place, and Hamidou Diallo. So we'll see how that all shakes out during the season, but Jeremy Grant probably on some type of minutes limit tonight, I would assume. Spencer Dinwiddie looks pretty good at 1.4 just because there's no Bradley Beal tonight. Josh Hart is not playing tonight, so he was at 1.5, so don't really pay attention to him. We're still waiting on some Brandon Ingram news to see if he plays or not. If he doesn't play, then we could have some more value coming up. Gary Trent at 1.55. Well, he's still shooting the ball a ton, so if he does that again tonight, he looks all right. Sadiq Bey looked all right, but, Jeremy Grant back tonight probably hurts him out quite a bit, so probably not as on him now as I was, last night when I was digging through stuff. And then Klay Thompson's obviously not playing tonight at this point in time, so I'm going to look at some of those B team guys for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, you can get Poole in there.
Yeah, he'll be in the dart throws.
Yeah, 1.7.
Yep.
All right, let's get into some forwards. And Kuzma, so the thing I don't like about Kuzma is his multiplier.
Doesn't matter. Shit. He had 51 points last game.
I missed
with Bradley Beal. It doesn't matter if Beal's out. Like he's probably gonna get 40. Like I bet the over on 36 fantasy points. So I think he gets at least 40 tonight. So that already puts him at 50. So I'm not worried about him. Giannis at 1 is fine. Obviously, he goes against the Wizards too. The Wizards aren't the greatest defensive team in the world either. Pascal Siakam at 1.15. His multiplier dropped a little bit, but still relatively safe. Jimmy Butler's playing tonight, so at 1.15, it's Jimmy Butler. Like you don't have to say too much. Obviously, we know the type of upside he has. And the last time these two teams played, they also went into triple overtime. So if that happens once again, you're going to want a lot of heat in Toronto Raptors, but it's probably not going to go into triple overtime again. I would not bet on that at least. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we kind of talked about already at 1.25. No Bradley Beal. He obviously looks great tonight. Scotty Barnes at 1.45. Definitely somebody you can look at there. Aaron Wiggins, I did have down, but he's been ruled out now. So then Aaron Gordon at 1.6. He's been playing a little bit better as of late. Nikola Jokic is questionable to play tonight. If he doesn't play, then Aaron Gordon looks a heck of a lot better tonight.
Yeah, you are hating on my Aaron Gordon for so long.
He's just inconsistent. But if Jokic doesn't play, he looks great. And if Jokic doesn't play, Monty Morris looks better at 1 point. I think he's still 1.75 too.
Oh damn, lost 5 on a single game. That sucks. Yeah, I had the $15 game and it kept going in and out. I'm like, I made $22.50 off that, that was my end all out of it.
Did you cash that single game yesterday, the one where we had Strus as a champion, or not?
Yeah, I did. I got third.
Yeah, Strus.
Yeah, he was a beast.
The ultimate revenge game because he got cut by the Celtics before I ever even played a game with him.
Yeah.
I told my buddy he was going to drop 30, and he only got 27. It's close.
Oh, that's already got a bunch of assists.
He just had a bunch of points. That's it.
All right. Let's see what else does David say. David says definitely get on the elite. I have made good money. And David, you also said you started on the $20 one or the free one, and then Huss told you to jump up, and you did, and you won money immediately. I think he double his money immediately. You got to get in on this. And I got my girl playing this, and she was in it for a month, and she made she made her full subscription back, the $100, and I think plus 25 or something like that.
Yep.
Let's see, centers. Let's get into centers.
So we got Jokic. If he does end up playing, obviously he's banged up. He's questionable at this point in time. If he does not play, if he somehow doesn't play and DeMarcus Cousins does play, then Cousins looks good, but they're both questionable at this point in time anyways. And then if they both don't end up playing, then yeah, we don't want to play any centers from Denver. But you want to play Aaron Gordon and maybe even Monty Morris in that case, but that is either the last game of the night or the second last game of the night. I can't remember off the top of my head. Karl Anthony Towns looks pretty good at 1.15. And then we have Bam Adebayo at 1.25. He looks pretty good. Obviously, he didn't quite get there yesterday, but he's going to get there more times than not. Jonas Valanciunas at 1.25. He looks pretty good. He looks even better if Brandon Ingram doesn't play once again tonight. Then Jakob Poeltl versus, this Golden State Warriors team is probably going to be pretty good for him once again.
Yeah, I definitely like him tonight. I had Karl Anthony Towns in there, but I had Poeltl in there too, and I'm like, I'm just back and forth with it. That's why we play multiple lineups.
Yep. So Brandon Ingram is playing, by the way, now. I just refreshed the page and it said that. So great. So I guess in theory, you can look at Brandon Ingram at 1.25. I'm not sure if he's going to be on any type of minutes limit. We'll see if we get any news on that, though. But that's the first game of the night. That's the only game that tips off at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, too. So we should have that news at least.
Heck yes. And so let's get into dart throw darlings. And our dart throw darlings are the 1.7 multipliers and up.
Yep. So Jordan Poole. Yeah. So Jordan Poole at 1.7. It's probably going to be the biggest beneficiary of all the guys missing tonight for the Warriors. So we've seen him fail in this situation, but we've also seen him do pretty well in this situation as well. Patty Mills was more of James Harden didn't play, honestly. So I'm not too interested in him. Max Strus is just like if he was starting, but Jimmy Butler's playing tonight. PJ Tucker's still questionable. So maybe PJ Tucker doesn't play and Strus still starts. Then he's okay play in that situation. But kind of with Jimmy back, it just hurts him overall. I would not be surprised. It'd be really interesting to see who they start if PJ Tucker doesn't go, if it's a Max Strus or if it's Caleb Martin in that situation. Let's see. Then forwards, we got Mikal Bridges, who's 1.7. We'll talk a little bit more about him in the SuperDraft Pro. He's been playing, a little bit better as of late. He has had a couple of big games here and there. Duncan Robinson, mainly, he's mainly if Jimmy didn't play, so not too interested in him at this point anymore. Kevon Looney at 1.75. You can look at You can look at Jonathan Kuminga at a 2x multiplier 2 tonight on the forward position, and then going back to guard, you can look at Gary Payton II at 1.8. Those guys for the Warriors could be very interesting tonight. In terms of the centers, we got Bismack Biyombo once again at 1.7, but now DeAndre Ayton was upgraded to questionable, so we'll see if he plays or not. If he plays, you probably shouldn't be playing Bismack Biyombo. You probably shouldn't be playing DeAndre Ayton either. And then the last one was just Thomas Bryant. He started the last game at center for the Wizards. They said they're going to keep starting him for the foreseeable future just to get him back in that mix. You know, there's no Bradley Beal tonight. We've seen, you know, Thomas Bryant be close to a fantasy point per minute producer in the past before he tore his ACL. If he can get back to that, if he can play, you know, 26 minutes, you know, that's a guy that can get you close to 50 points. Probably not a shot I'm taking tonight, but it's interesting at least.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, something. And like I said, the Collins thing that hurts a little bit, but
yeah, but if Collins scores like 24 real life points and gets like 40 plus points on before the multiplier, like he's fine. But that's what you're shooting for. Like the play with him was just play him, hope he gets the points that Trae Young's leaving behind, which Kevin Huerter actually ended up getting because he shot the ball well yesterday and Collins didn't. And then it was just a way to get different off of Drummond too, because like if Drummond failed, which he didn't,
yeah,
then you have this other option. And like all the other options we could have played at center besides Drummond, like the pivots off of him really weren't that good yesterday.
I think what it was though was just that Collins was like a 1.35, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Drummond was a 1.6.
1.65, yeah. But the thing, the reason behind it is just like if Drummond only played 22 minutes, like he did a couple times this year.
Yeah.
And then you get 60% of the field on that. And then like whoever else, like if you had a pivot center and the pivot center did better, then you had a leverage there. So it was a leverage play. And the leverage plays don't always work out.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Collins just.
So you can talk some injuries. You want to talk some injuries?
Yeah, so we got. Hold on. So the Pelicans already kind of mentioned that Brandon Ingram's playing. Josh Hart's not playing tonight. Zion Williamson obviously still not playing because he is 300 plus pounds right now and can't move on his foot. Detroit Pistons, they're without Josh Jackson, Isaiah Livers, and Pickett. You know, not really big rotation guys there. They obviously did get Jeremy Grant back. Kelly Olynyk is playing tonight, so Lunch Lady's back for. I can't remember who calls him a Lunch Lady in our comments, but for the Wizards, obviously Bradley Beal's out tonight, so that's the biggest thing there. Dinwiddie, Kuzma look a lot better without Beal. Some of these other guys, they might do a little bit of something, but I don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to see who starts in Beal's place. They've started Kispert at times. Aaron Holiday's list is expected starter now, but earlier today it was Denny Advias, so it's kind of anyone's guess who starts. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they're without George Hill and Brook Lopez once again, so nothing crazy there. Miami Heat are without Kyle Lowry, Markieff Morris, KZ Okpala, Victor Oladipo, Omar Yurtseven, and then PJ Tucker's still questionable, so we'll see if he plays or not, obviously. If he doesn't play, then guys like Caleb Martin and Max Strus can get more minutes, which would make the case for Strus. Like, Strus has to play enough minutes and start. And he's kind of scoring dependent. So that's the thing is like when you play, like when Jimmy's playing, you're not going to get enough shots probably unless you're scoring the ball really well. But,
yeah, I swapped him out for Jimmy Buckets. Yeah.
And then for Toronto, we got for Toronto, it's just Ken Burch and Goran Dragic out once again. So nothing crazy there, at least. The Orlando Magic seem like five guys out: Marco Williams, Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, and Jonathan Isaac, and each one more. So most of those guys have been out all year. RJ Hampton's been out for a while now anyway, so nothing crazy there. Like nothing that we should expect or to change anything at least. Chicago Bulls, Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, Derek Jones, Patrick Williams, same four guys out as recent games. Javonte Green is listed as probable. He's dealing with an ankle injury. I'm kind of surprised he's listed as probable, honestly, but even if he didn't play, it's going to be like some nobody in the starting lineup that's not going to matter anyways. My page just froze up. There we go. So Denver Nuggets are without Kankar and Murray, and then Jokic and Cousins are both questionable. So that's just something to watch out for. Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell is doubtful to play now. Patrick Beverley is probable. So Beverley should be back, and Russell should be out once again. Bolmaro and Okogie, both is questionable. Those guys don't matter. Like they literally don't matter, especially for DFS. They don't matter.
So what do you think about Ant tonight then? I know you don't like him because he fucked you last night.
Hey, he was terrible last time.
He was terrible last night.
He's a volume shooter though. Like if his shot doesn't go down, he's gonna suck. Like he's very point scoring dependent for somebody that has a low as a multiplier that he does. You know what I mean? It's just like if he doesn't score a bunch of real life points, he's probably not gonna help you. So like obviously it looks better without Russell, but I mean Towns has been playing pretty well too. Malik Beasley started the last game. He didn't do anything, but if he shoots the ball well, then Anthony Edwards is going to get shots there too. So there's a lot of ways it could go wrong for Edwards, though. There's decent ways it can go right, but there's also a lot of ways it can go wrong. Golden State, obviously, they have everybody out. Bielitsa, Curry, Green, Iguodala, Porter, Thompson, Wiggins. So, it's just the B team. We'll see who ends up starting. Like, we know Looney's going to start for sure, and we know Jordan Poole is going to start for sure. The other three guys, it's like anybody's guess. Kuminga probably starts. Chris Chiuza could start. Damian Lee could start. God, who the hell else do they have? So I guess technically at the 4, they're going to start Toscano Anderson, or they're going to start Kuminga. I think they started them together. They start Kuminga at the 3 once this year when everybody was out. So maybe they could do that. I don't know. Just wait and see what it looks like pretty much. Gary, because there was a weird game like that too, where like everybody was out and Gary Payton still didn't start, even though he started other games. Let's see. So the Spurs just without Zach Collins, who hasn't played all year. Brooklyn Nets without LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, Paul Millsap. So we'll talk more about that game in a little bit. And then the Phoenix Suns without Frank Kaminsky, Abdul Nader, Campaign, Dario Saric, and now Landry Shamet as well. And then DeAndre and Jay Crowder both were bumped up to questionable for some god reason.
I was just looking at Vanderbilt. 1.65 multiplier.
Yeah, I don't like Vanderbilt unless McDaniel starts again. Because when McDaniels, the thing with Vanderbilt is really predictable. Like when Vanderbilt starts alongside him, he does well. When he doesn't start alongside him, they split minutes, and then he doesn't do as well because he's not playing as many minutes. And the last game they started Jordan McLaughlin and Beasley, and then they had Edwards at the 3. So then there was McDaniels. So
what? He goes, David said he's on an elite prescription. You mean a subscription? He said out of the wings the last 2 months. Yeah, damn, yeah. He's paid for his subscription the last 2 months. That's crazy.
Yep.
Still got money left. Yeah, it's dope. That's what's up. That's what we want to be doing. And now let's build some fucking lineups.
Yep.
Build some lineups. And the SuperDraft Pro stuff isn't going to come till the end, like for these subscription lineups tonight, because that's not until the late game. So we might as well get into the main slate stuff first.
Yep. It would have been a lot easier. It would have been a lot easier if James Harden wasn't playing tonight, but I knew he was going to play, so like I always projected it that way, anyways.
Go Patty Mills.
Nope.
So this is my initial line. This is the lineup I'm going to set in one of these.
Yeah.
So I got Anthony Edwards. Then I got DeJounte Murray, Chris Paul, Kyle Kuzma. Jeez. I went with Bridges. I think he's got upside here.
He's got upside, but if Crowder plays, it kind of fucks with it.
And then I went with Gordon. Aaron. I know. I called him Air Gordon. And then Cat, I went with Karl Anthony Towns. So save that one.
Okay. So it's interesting tonight. Hold on.
What's so interesting?
Because we got Warriors guys that could maybe do something. But I'm not like super interested. Like I'm interested, but I'm not. Because I mean, you put Jordan Poole, Kuminga in the lineup, and then play like a bunch of other guys that are already good.
Ooh, Kuminga. Come on, nah. How do you spell it? K-A?
No, C-U-M.
Oh.
Or K-U-M. I said C, didn't I? You screwed me up. He's a forward.
Yeah, I just looked at for. Oh, and that's why.
Looking at the wrong game, boy.
I only had one game pulled up.
He doesn't play for those teams.
At 2 times multiplier.
Yeah. He's interesting. Somebody's got to do something for him tonight, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no guarantee on it. I don't know. Like in my lineup, I kind of like putting Giannis and Kuzma together.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah. I played Spencer Dinwiddie too, so I kind of like mini stacked that game a little bit.
So I heard that no one wants him there anymore. Everyone wants him to get traded.
Who?
Dinwiddie.
Why?
I heard that on a show today. People are saying that they want him to trade. No, like no one wants to play with him, man.
Why?
I don't know.
Huh.
So we got Poole at guard, and then so our forwards are Kuminga, Giannis, and Kuzma.
Kuzma. Yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna have to look this up now. Why people don't like Spencer Dinwiddie all of a sudden?
They're talking about it on a Prize Pick show because they were talking about assists. I think
Wizards players don't want guard in Washington.
What was that?
I'm reading this thing.
Oh.
It says they want to move Dinwiddie because he looks like a shell of his former self, and teammates don't want him there. Well,
yeah. Get him out of here. You want to go with Gary Trent tonight?
I don't know.
1.55, man. He's been doing so consistent.
It's going to fall off like the cliff. Like
I know.
It's so unsustainable, though. I don't care. You can play him tonight. I played him a little bit on DraftKings because he's still at 5,800. So it's like, oh, if he does well, then
that's what I'm saying with the multiplier with the 1.55. I mean, if he does hit 50, I mean, he's been hitting 43, 44. I mean, with the 155, I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you? Oh, David, you laughing? What up, Huss? So just let you know, because I know you're coming in here. I don't know how long you want to stay, but SuperDraft Pro stuff is going to come after 6 o'clock or 6 o'clock our time, so 4 o'clock your time, because the SuperDraft Pro lineup tonight isn't until 7 o'clock your time. So just so you know, just a heads up, brother.
So
yeah, we're going with the Trent J.
I'm trying to read
DeJounte, or do you want to go with
there's a video about this. So Spencer Dinwiddie being a leader. Hold on. I was reading this real quick. So Spencer Dinwiddie being the leader for the Wizards. It's an interesting situation. I spoke up a little bit early on this season. Wasn't necessarily welcome. So I had to say, so I said I have to try to do what's asked of me. So apparently, I don't know.
Oh, you don't like it there either? Like they're bullying him?
No, like he tried to be like a leader on the team, and they're just like, screw you.
I'm throwing Chris Paul in here.
Yeah, that's fine. He's been playing really well.
All right, read that one out.
So let's see. You got Jordan Poole, Gary Trent Jr., Chris Paul, Jonathan Kuminga, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kyle Kuzma, and Jakob Poeltl. He's the pretty one. He's really not, but just fun to say. If you got another cheap one, we should probably put Gary Payton in one of these. just in case.
Oh, I bought like 5 of the 5-cent ones.
Woo!
So
Getting
yeah, we
rich.
can do whatever we want with these, and then if we got time. I mean, it's $20, man. We hit on one. Remember that one day we get first place with one. We had $20 off 5 cents. Man, that's a hell of a fucking gain.
You know, put a
Top
Gary
prize
Payton.
Not like much, but it costs
Gary
Payton.
Payton. Yeah. Whoa. Did you have all that in there before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
They
probably
just jump
keep.
as
You
soon as
could.
they did that.
Yeah, just
Right.
you could keep
Start
Murray though. At guard.
See, I think we got to play
Who
it.
else? I mean, this lineup's already a little risky, so why the heck not play Cade Cunningham? Or I guess we didn't play Dinwiddie in the last one, right?
We got more.
Yeah. There's 2 really good games and 1 really bad game in between there.
Cade Cunningham. It's Cade Cunningham. You need to go look him up, Huss. I feel like that's what your son's gonna look like when he gets older.
Oh,
That's what Noble's gonna look like when he gets older. He's got the fro and everything.
God, who was the other guy that used to
Light
look like that too? There's somebody else that used to look like that.
I was like, oh my god, that's Noble when he gets older.
Yeah. Let's see.
He had a huge game the other night.
Yeah. 2 of our last 3 have been big, but then the one in the middle was like 14 points.
Yeah,
That's what you get. That's what you get with Cade Cunningham. He's a rookie. Put some Jimmy Butler in this one.
I like Jimmy buckets.
And I mean, you could put Siakam or you could put Barnes in on the opposite side of the game.
Which Barnes?
And then we'll put Kevon Looney in this lineup too. Barnes is pretty consistent. He had a little bit of a down game last time, but
I like Siakam.
Who
1.15, but I feel like Barnes, if he can stay up, if his last game was just like a
yeah. He's been pretty good this year. Just one little down.
I'm gonna roll Siakam.
Yeah. And then put Kevon Looney in the last spot.
It was Looney.
Well, you see, he has to play bigger minutes tonight, and maybe he'll actually score some points tonight because he's not playing with a bunch of shooters.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he might actually like the fact is when you play with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, like Andrew Wiggins, and like all these other guys that shoot the ball a ton, there's no like you're not going to get shots in the game.
Do we want to play Valanciunas? I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, Jakob Poeltl. I mean,
I wonder if Jokic's ownership will be lower today just because he's questionable. Because you can put Jokic in and then just switch him out. I'm pretty sure he's going to play. Like, I'm not really worried about it.
Oh, I mean, I could just switch him to Karl Anthony Towns if I have to.
Yeah. You can switch him Towns. You can switch him to Jakob Poeltl even.
Yeah.
Options.
Is Vucevic even playing?
But yeah, he's playing.
I mean, that's not a bad play either.
Revenge game.
Yeah, I like the revenge narrative.
I know you do.
Ooh,
You're talking about Wendell Carter. I'm like,
we might have to play him. We're playing him.
Okay, let's play him.
All right, read that one out.
So let's see what we got. Gary Payton II, DeJounte Murray, Cade Cunningham, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Kevon Looney, and Nikolai Vucevic. That could be interesting. Could be a fun little line.
Yeah, I think so too.
Has upside.
Yeah, it has a lot of upside.
I feel like we should probably play a Derek White in one of the guard spots in one of these, though. Even though he's not like on my list. I think he's 1.45 still.
Oh my God. Oh my.
All right. Who'd you say you want to play?
Derek White. I think he's at 1.45 still, right?
1.45.
Yeah. Because he's got upside, and like the Warriors suck tonight. So like there's a chance that Murray doesn't do it, and like it's just White tonight. Because that happens every once in a while. Let's see who else.
Do I throw Harden in here?
Sure. Or you could put Kyrie in. Doesn't really matter which. I have him projected like the same tonight, essentially.
I mean, Kyrie's got the 1.15. I mean, it's not.
And we already know you probably want to play your boy, don't you?
Ooh, Van Vliet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been kind of off of him.
He soured finally.
Yeah, I'm soured on him. Who's the other guy that's on that team that's just balling?
Wait. So we don't have any. We haven't played Dinwiddie at all, right?
Gary Trent's taking shit away from him.
Yeah, he's been taking a lot of shots.
Yeah. What was that? What was the question before that?
We didn't play Dinwiddie at all yet, right?
No, we can throw him in there.
Yeah, put him in. Because I mean, he had a 50-point game earlier this year when Bradley Beal didn't play. And maybe if everybody hates him, he's just gonna be like, "Screw everybody! I'm just gonna shoot the ball."
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah. So Jeremy Grant, this is his first game back in like forever.
He's actually a solid player.
He's a really good player, but
First game back.
like he could have come out and played 24 minutes tonight. Like we have no idea. I don't think hold on, let me look on Twitter, see if they got any minutes update for him. Like, and the thing is, it was either an elbow or a finger injury, so it's not like it was anything with his legs or whatever, for conditioning wise.
DeRozan's not bad, but I just didn't multiplier.
Bradley Beal is expected to miss at least a week now.
Ooh. Now they're like, dang it, and now we can't even trade Dinwiddie.
I mean, they could. The Wizards are a weird team too, because they started out really hot to start the year, and then they've been terrible ever since. So the Pistons are starting Cade Cunningham, Corey Joseph, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, and Isaiah Stewart, which is pretty much what we expected.
Chris Middleton? No.
I'm
off him now, too. Multiplier went up.
Who do they play again?
Or down. They play against Washington.
If this was last year, that'd be a good play. So Washington last year, they were like one of the fastest paced teams, like one of the worst defensive teams. This year, they're like actually middle of the pack. So Jokic is playing tonight, by the way.
He is?
Yeah. And Cousins is still a game time decision. And Josh Okogie for the Timberwolves is out if anybody cares about him. I do not.
Ooh. Should we throw Aaron Gordon in this one? Yep.
I mean, Jokic is playing now, so I don't like Gordon as much. D'Angelo Russell just got ruled out too.
We'll throw Jokic in this lineup then.
And the Pelicans, Pelicans are starting Jackson Hayes again.
All right, we're gonna throw Grant in here just to see what happens.
What's can you see what the multiplier is on Jackson Hayes? I don't know if he has forward eligibility or not, but he's definitely a center.
Oh.
He may have forward eligibility. I'm not sure. What?
I said I didn't see him. Didn't see him. 1.8.
1.8? Is he only a center?
Yeah, he's a center.
Okay.
Jackson Mahomes.
Nope. Screw that guy.
He's got to get rid of his girl. She's got to go.
Kind of late for that now.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's never too late.
It's, you know what I mean. So
I'm gonna put Jimmy Butler in here. Obviously, I mean, he's so good. He's gonna be.
I mean, I guess technically they ain't married yet, but they got a kid too. So.
Oh, shit. We play Barnes in this one. We can play Barnes in this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, read this one out.
Hold on.
Got it.
I'm trying to put a. God, do I want Cole Anthony or Derek White? This is FanDuel crap.
Well, we did Derek White in here, so do it. Do it up.
No.
Derek White.
Yeah, that's who I had already. But I'm like, I got $500 extra I could spend.
Sometimes
Doesn't mean
it's
you
not
have
worth it. Right.
What?
Sometimes it's not worth it.
So let's see who you got here real quick. So we got Derek White, Kyrie Irving, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jeremy Grant. We played Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens.
Jimmy Butler, Scotty Barnes, and Nikola Jokic.
I want to see what happens.
Yeah, so I was looking for that, and then I got distracted by all the starting lineups and injury news. So Jeremy Grant. Come on, Twitter, do your best.
It's him or Trent, dude. I mean, Gary Trent's been so good.
So Jeremy Grant will return tonight for his Pelicans after missing 24 games following thumb surgery, and Bradley Beal will be out at least 1 week. Tell me the minutes limit.
What about Wendell Carter Jr.? Revenge narrative.
Yeah.
Him or Grant. That's what's going to be between him or Grant. You pick.
But Carter's 1.42, right?
Yep.
So
him or Grant. Carter or Grant?
Give me Grant then, I guess.
Then we went Jimmy Butler, and then went with Scotty Barnes, and then who we got at center? Nikola Jokic. Come on, work with me here. I want to see if there's any other random games we can get into. I'm just going to edit these two, and these two will be the same. All right, I'm going to have two the same. So let's kind of get on this game. So I'm going to do the late game because you know me, I like the late game. Let's do this.
That's the SuperDraft Pro one.
No, I know. This isn't the SuperDraft Pro one. We're not doing that until after the main slate starts. But I think we're going to do this too, though. I just want to start Gary Trent, man.
Oh, boy.
Starting that forward, though. What?
I said, oh, boy.
Oh, boy. What happened?
You.
I kind of want to do this. Stack a game. And then, where's the Trent? So I went with Chris Paul, Harden, and then Kyrie all at guards. So that's how I'm going to stack that game. Just all guards.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I mean, we could throw Kuzma in there. I mean, I like Jimmy Butler just because he's going to be scoring probably a lot.
Jimmy Butler just does everything.
It's like, maybe or you can go Giannis.
You want to play Brandon Ingram at all? It's his first game back though, too.
How long has he been out?
Like 4
January
games.
20th. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Last time he didn't play, he killed me. Or last time he played, he hurt me. Hurt me real bad.
well, we don't want that then.
It's because he got hurt. He was doing awesome before he got hurt.
Oh, yeah, I think it was Butler and Kuzma probably. Sadiq has been just going steadily up.
Yeah, but Jeremy Grant's back now.
Oh shit.
So you can't play him. Or like you can play him, it's just not, I wouldn't recommend it at least. You know?
And then at center, do we play you want to play Hurdle or
Let's see. Did you play any Jokic
do you want
yet?
to go with
Just
Jokic?
play Jokic. Just play the easy boy guy.
Oh, I'll read this one out. Actually, think this is a pretty good lineup.
Let me see. I
I'm
just
safe.
updated my DraftKings cash lineup real quick.
We got
So,
Chris Paul, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, then Gary Trent at forward, Jimmy Butler at forward, Kyle Kuzma at forward, and Nikola Jokic at center.
Woo! That could be good.
Yeah, that could be a good one. Throw it in this one.
Are you ready to rapid fire?
Let's see here. What do you want? What? Rapid fire what?
SuperDraft Pro.
Come on, work.
Some of us have a Kansas game to watch.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, hold on.
This starts at 6, so.
Come on, load. I want to get this. Let me get this one in. Let me get this one into a $4 one. And then we can rapid fire because SuperDraft Pro is going to be pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday. Okay, let's do it big. Let's do it big.
Let's do it.
Scared money don't make money, baby. All right. All right, so if you are new to SuperDraft Pro, SuperDraft, what's up, David? Hess in the building. What's up, my brother? What is up, dude? I got the Amora in the room charging right now. I can't wait to smoke it later, dude. It's like the best thing ever. I appreciate you. But yeah, let's get into this. If you're new to SuperDraft Pro, so if you're new here, my man Cashin. So this is kind of how it works. And when you come in here and you get into your SuperDraft, so you'll see kind of this. It's kind of the same thing on your iPhone or your Galaxy or whatever you got. But you're gonna pull this up. You'll see. So you want to be on the featured page, and then you'll see some recommended contests, and then you'll see like your subscription featured contest. This is where you want to be for the subscription stuff. So like once you get on the elite package, you'll see. So there's gonna be some other games here, and I'll show you what the coin games are too. Like I said, come hit me up on Instagram or Twitter because I can show you like how you can get these coins and stuff too. Damn, looks like there's hockey tomorrow.
Hockey.
So anyways, you come in here and you look for these where it says free entry. You see this free entry right here. And this is where you go to your NBA contests. So free entry, get me in here, and I'll show you mine.
Oh, whoa. So
I'm on the load.
So this is an interesting one because we got the big players for like both teams with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and we have Devin Booker and Chris Paul, and then like kind of a lot of other pieces.
So I went Chris Paul as my champion. I went with Bridges as my co-champion.
You made a parabola.
What was that?
His little chart looks like a parabola.
Oh,
Goes up, goes up, down, up.
hopefully it goes up even more.
Doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, tonight's game, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna watch. You would want to play a combination of, I think you have Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving as champion, co-champion. You can throw Harden in there now if you want to.
Yeah. So I have Chris Paul as my champion. I have Kyrie Irving as my co-champion. Technically, the way I had it projected, Devin Booker and Chris Paul maybe my champ and co-champ. I just don't like playing both them together. And the difference between Kyrie and Devin Booker was not that big either. So I just kind of kept it.
And I'm just going with the upside play on Bridges. Like if he hits, if he does hit that what did he have, 43 or something like that?
Yeah.
If he hits that with that multiplier, I'm all on board for. Like if he hits 40, I'm all on board about that. Because I mean that's like 90-something points.
Yeah, that don't want to burst your bubble, but the odds of him hitting 40 again is pretty slim.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it's that slim. I don't think it's that slim.
He's got to get steals to do it and shoot the ball well, which doesn't always happen. If Jay Crowder, so the biggest thing here is Jay Crowder and DeAndre Ayton are both questionable now, which is a big deal because if they're, I don't know, if Crowder and Ayton don't play, Bridges looks a lot better because he's going to play massive minutes. But if Crowder's back, then they can kind of stagger some minutes between Crowder, Cam Johnson, and Miles Bridges. So they're not going to play like massive minutes, if that makes sense.
How about this? If that happens, I'm going to switch and I'm going to put Harden. And I'm going to play Harden as my co-champion.
Yeah, you can do that.
That'll be my adjustment.
Yep. So for the Nets, you kind of want to play James Harden. You kind of want to play Kyrie Irving. You can take a shot on Patty Mills. He doesn't look as good because Harden's not out there. He obviously did very well without Harden, but there's only one ball and so many shots that can go around. Nick Claxton should start tonight. There's no Marcus Aldridge. He's at 1.8. He's okay. Like Claxton really needs to do a lot to be worth it on this slate at least. DeAndre Bembry, Bruce Brown, they're just kind of meh. James Johnson's like okay tonight just because his multiplier is a 2.1. Blake Griffin, maybe he's in the rotation, maybe he's not. Last time he was. Cam Thomas, maybe he's in the rotation, maybe he's not. Kessler Edwards, he's going to start. He's going to get you like 19 points. And his multiplier went down from last time. Like last time he was very much in play just because his multiplier was stupid. But now they kind of fixed that. Then on the Sun side, Booker, Paul look good. Biyombo looks fine. Like I have Biyombo and Bridges projected the same tonight. But if DeAndre Ayton plays, you can't really play Biyombo. Like you could and just hope Ayton doesn't play a lot and Biyombo just does very well in this time, but it's a lot riskier then.
I'm taking him out.
Yeah. So at least the way what I'm looking at is the Nets, you can play Harden, you can play Irving. You can take a shot on somebody else if you really want to. And then on the Suns, you play Booker, you play Paul. Bridges looks good. Biyombo looks okay if Ayton doesn't play. If Ayton plays, it just screws the whole damn thing up. And JaVale McGee looks pretty useless. Cam Johnson looks decent, unless Jay Crowder plays and he doesn't start. So the problem here is the Suns have 9 guys if Ayton and Crowder are both out. But 2 of those guys are Elfrid Payton and Ish Wainwright, who are not I can't say they're not good, but they're not going to play big minutes.
I mean,
And then Jalen Smith. So they got 3 guys off the bench that are just not going to play very much. So then
I might
they
be okay playing Cam Johnson.
Yeah. So Cam Johnson obviously is better if Jay Crowder doesn't play, because he'll start and he'll get more shots. But it's just kind of like a big old mix. Like I feel like pretty much tonight you're gonna play James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Bridges, and then the rest just depends on the Suns injury news.
Yeah, I think for now we're just gonna do that. Cam Johnson. We've seen him do pretty good. I mean, if he comes in and gets the opportunity, hits that 40 points.
If he shoots,
I'm all about that.
If it's a game where he takes a bunch of shots, he does well. If it's not a game where he takes a bunch of shots, he's just there.
I mean, that's kind of what everyone else is, though, right?
Yeah. You play the 4 big guys, and then you pick your poison from there, essentially, tonight.
I think that's what we're going to do.
I don't think there's a lot of variance that can be had on this. Like there is, but there isn't.
And I think that I'm going to go ahead and do this right now so I don't forget anyways. I think I'm just going to do Harden as my co-champ.
So you're doing Paul, Harden?
Yep. And then Bridges. I mean, I feel like if you play Bridges, though, like at that point, if you're going to be playing him anyways, why wouldn't you just put him in your champion?
Why?
Or co-champion in that? I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't. Because, like, the other people's, like the other players' upside, like, when you compare his upside to the upside of somebody like James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, I'm like even with the multiplier, like, it doesn't make enough difference.
Yeah.
But you're also saying that you get that guy right, beside whoever out of those 4 it is. So the Wizards starters are Dinwiddie, Aaron Holiday, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kuzma, and Thomas Bryant. So they are starting Aaron Holiday, which is interesting because he hasn't been playing a lot lately.
What was really fun last night, though, was getting Strus right as the freaking champ. You know, like that shit was dope, man. What did he score? What did I show you? 123 points. That was dope.
Yeah, well, the thing was, he had the highest multiplier, and he was already a good play.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, well,
it was a really good call. I mean, I guess I don't know who else. I'll have to look at the lineups. We'll go over it later, and I'll show you like who else hit against me, because it was out of 10 people, in that lineup, or 10 players, we played against. So that's all right, whatever. All right, we can get out of here. I know you got a game to watch. So you guys saw it. I mean, we kind of went over it. Play the 4 main guys. You can kind of play who you want. Combination of whoever you want at the champion, co-champion. But Greg, my man here, likes Chris Paul at the champion spot. So
yeah, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Devin Booker. I have Bridges right now. I can't even remember I think I have Biyombo right now, but it really just depends on the Ayton news.
Yeah.
And then
I want Cam Johnson.
You got the weird situation where like maybe Ayton gets ruled in and he just doesn't start too, which I don't think is going to happen, but I don't know. Like if Biyombo's multiplier was higher, it really wouldn't matter, but the fact that it's like 1.9 now on this is pretty low.
So I think we're going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow for sure. Talk a little more Super Draft. I know there's going to be hockey tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get some stuff from my man Austin, see what he says, and we'll probably talk about it at least a little bit.
Is it a main slate or just one game?
Let me look. I'll pull it up right here. Let me enter this.
Hey, this game's on real TV.
Oh, I gotta go back.
Kansas already winning 13-6.
So let's go here.
Wait. Whoa. Baji's not playing tonight?
Who?
The best player on Kansas?
Oh.
Out tonight because of something. I can't read the rest of what it says. Because
Edmonton, Washington game. So it's one game and one champion.
It says Ochai Abaji out of tonight's game at Iowa State because of COVID protocols.
Well,
it says they did not say whether he tested positive. However, interesting. So no Abaji tonight. This game's gonna give me a heart attack now.
dude, I'm playing Backstrom for sure. Everyone's gonna be playing Backstrom at fucking center.
So you want to talk about revenge games? Kansas, Jalen Coleman Mans. He's got six out of the first 13 points. He played on Iowa State last year.
Oh, he's just like, fuck these guys.
Yep. And then one guy that starts for Iowa State, Tristan Enaruna, he played on Kansas last 2 years too.
Oh, let's see which lineup. I gotta remember which lineup second take extras was.
This is the RJ Barrett one, and RJ Barrett was terrible yesterday.
He was actually trash. But let me look. I'll look and see what happened. That one really crazy. So second take extra. That one really crazy lineup that Craig and I set. It hit like I think it was like top 24 or something.
Yeah.
Let's see history. Where's the RJ Barrett one? Oh, not very good. Not very good. Not very good.
I told you RJ Barrett was terrible.
Yeah. I got 20th place in the Elite subscription game. Let's see here. Got 90th in that $16 game, so I got $22 out of that one.
That's not bad.
Let's see. The crazy lineup we set, I got $7.50 out of that. I got 24th place out of 1,067 people. Yeah, top 24 out of 1,067. And like I said, oh no, we had Drummond in that lineup. So that lineup was. So the best lineup you would have had if we had Maxey. I mean, it didn't really matter. Everyone we had was really, really good. I mean, Harris had 64, like Osman had 53, Wright had 53. So the big multipliers at least hit over 50 points, and I'm happy about that. Like they did better than John Morant.
Yep. And
Maxey had a game.
Yeah, the lineup that had Collins in it was like Collins, Jaren Jackson, like a couple other like risky guys.
I think that still hit though.
I don't know.
No, we missed with that. Just missed. Yeah, I mean, and let's see. In the premium, I hit 49th place. So we'll see what goes on tonight. Last night was actually pretty decent. It could have been a little bit better if I played Drummond just everywhere, but it is what it is. Hindsight's 2020. So all right, man. Tell them where you're at.
Status note. Draymond Green to miss at least 7 more games.
Oh my God.
So that's like another 2 weeks. He ain't playing ever.
He's done. He's done.
Good for him. Screw Donkey.
So tell him where to find you at, Craig.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport, on YouTube at Coach Craig Sports, on Patreon.com/Coach Craig Sports, and on SportsMe at Coach Craig Sports as well.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JC Money Design. Make sure you go get signed up or subbed up. If you got any questions about SuperDraft Pro or anything like that, you can hit me up, hit me or Craig up. I want to start getting people signed up with Craig too. We actually did just get a listeners league started up. So if anybody wants in, hit me up, hit me or Craig up on Instagram. We're going to be getting some people in on that. We're going to start a half-season redraft league. And maybe, just maybe, if it ends up being fun enough, we'll turn it into a dynasty league, and it'll be like the OG league. We'll make it original, some of the original listeners. So hit me up or Craig up, and we want to get people in. It's a lot of fun, Make sure you guys are getting subbed up on both of our YouTubes, because Craig does his show in the morning too. So he does, and everyone, you'll know the injuries in the morning, and if you do, DraftKings and FanDuel, he does that stuff too. So make sure you guys are subbed up. I mean, this is real awesome stuff, dude. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you guys go get subbed up or signed up on SuperDraft Pro too, because that's what we're here doing, making money together. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Any last things you got to say, my brother, before we get out of here?
Good luck to everybody tonight, and just pay attention to that news, whether Eaton and Carter are playing. Obviously, if you look on my video too, it'll be updated as soon as that news does come out. So,
and I know David's always updating us and stuff on things. So appreciate
Yeah.
you, David. Appreciate everyone being here.
That Bucks starting lineup just came out too. So Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Bobby Portis. So no surprises there. Oh, we got the Heat lineup too. Hold on.
Bring it, brother.
Allen, Middleton.
What's the lineup for the Heat?
Hold on. I was typing
Oh,
about
my
Bucks
bad.
one still. So PJ Tucker is playing. So it's Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo. So no Strus tonight.
No Strus. That's why I had to take him out of all my lineups.
He'll play, but he's just not starting. Like he's a guy he has to get minutes to get shots to pay off.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Talk a little bit more for tomorrow's main slate, and then we'll just go a little bit over some of the NHL SuperDraft Pro stuff. So at least you guys have a little bit of a, hearsay from what I hear, from what my ear hears, and then some of the SuperDraft Pro. I mean, we've been doing okay. At least getting some of the money with the NHL, at least staying in there to get a little bit of money. But
yep,
we didn't
little money, very no money.
We're good. Yeah, it's all part of subscription. So, hey, appreciate you, David. You're the man. All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone. Oh, and by the way, new intro and outro is Bogart Scott-Free, our man Bogart. So give him a holler. He's a boss. He's a boss when it comes to making music. All right, y'all. Peace.
Follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams.
He is number 8.
He is number 8.